Good morning, folks. Thanks for tuning in for another video today. I'm going to do a quick another video for you, quick little review, book review. If you watched my video several months ago, I did a review of this book right here called Extreme Wilderness Survival by Caudill. And Craig is the owner and director of Nature Reliance School up in Kentucky. It's a survival school, tracking school, whatnot. They offer a bunch of different classes. So anyway, this book was on wilderness survival. And I said in that book it was kind of a different book. It's not your typical military survival type manual and whatnot. So I said in that book different things. And I also said he was coming out with a new book. And this was called Ultimate Wilderness Gear. So I got this book, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's talk about this book really quick called Ultimate Wilderness Gear by Craig Caudill. Now, as I said before, the first book was not your typical military type survival manual, and neither is this. In this book, Craig goes over gear, everything gear-wise, from tents to knives to sleeping bags, to sleeping pads, to backpacks, and everything. He goes over all that stuff in here. And what I like about it again is he doesn't just say, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread, you need to go out and buy this particular product. What Craig does in this book, and he explains in this book, is he goes through gear that he's used and he trusts and recommends throughout his many years of being in the woods, as well as being an instructor, and that he's used over the years. Obviously, he gets to review a lot of gear, he's used a lot of gear over the years and whatnot, so he knows what works. So he wrote a book about it, and again, it's not just telling you, hey, you need to go get this particular gear. He actually explains in this book, various things, what makes a good knife, what makes a good sleeping bag, what makes a good, backpack and whatnot. And he explains in here those things, which is really nice. And again, he gives you a lot of different examples of what kind of gear is out there and whatnot. As you can see right here, this chapter is on shelter. And throughout what I like a lot too is throughout the book, you'll have these pages that are bright green or yellow. And these pages have different things, like, for example, this says signs of hypothermia. So it gives you some signs and symptoms of hypothermia. Yeah, not necessarily something that you would find in a gear book, but this is talking about shelter. So, when you're outside and you're trying to find a shelter, where it be a tarp or a tent, you might want to know the signs and symptoms of hypothermia. So any of the green pages or the yellow pages actually have something useful in there, like real life knowledge or how to do something, how to use something, which I find was really nice too. And same with his other book here, he goes through various scenarios and examples of what's happened to him over the years, and situations that he's been in where he's needed gear or his gear failed or whatnot. So anyway, nice, great book. Again, I would definitely check it out on Amazon. I learned a lot from this book, that this book, even if you're an experienced person, outdoor person like myself, you're still going to get something out of this book, which I really like a lot. And again, it's not your typical, hey, go out and buy this type gear book. It's something that you'll find useful. It's got a lot of tips, packed full of tips and tricks and whatnot too. So yeah, definitely go check it out on Amazon. I'll put an Amazon link down below where you can go get this book. Check out Craig. I'll put a link to his Nature Reliance School. He is up in Kentucky, so if you want to go check him out, hopefully one day I'll get up there and take a class. I really want to take a class up there with him. But anyway, so yeah. So thanks for tuning in for this quick little review of the Ultimate Wilderness Gear book by Craig Caudill from Nature Reliance Center, or Nature Reliance School. So check him out. Thanks for watching, folks. Get outside, get outdoors, enjoy nature, and that's what it's all about, getting outside and and using your gear and equipment that you buy, making sure that you know what's right for you, because what I say works for me may not work for you. Same with Craig. What works for Craig may not work for me, may not work for you, vice versa. So that's nice. I always like to see what other people are recommending as well. So thanks for watching again, folks. Get outside, and I'll see you on another video real soon.